people, yes, people, yes, people. What's good? What's good? 1 2 1 2. Yes, we're here again, back again. Another live. Doing this, people. What's good? Netherlands, Japan. Should be a good game. What we saying out there? Who's locked in? Big up everyone locked in right now. Let's see. Just check everything is working fine. We got just under 10 minutes left before the game kicks off. I think we are good to go. Check, my check. Looking good. We're going to run through the team starters, bench, all that good stuff. Netherlands versus Japan. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Big up, big up, big up. Let's do this. Okay. Straight in, as you can see, the starting lineup. 4. Let's start with the home team, in this case being Netherlands. So we got Van der Bruggen in goal for Netherlands, and then your trusted centre back, one of the best centre backs in the world, Virgil van Dijk, of course. Next to him, we're gonna have Dumfries, Van Heck, and also Van de Ven. Yeah, Tottenham, Brighton representatives there. Can't remember who Dumfries played for now, but anyway, I think he's on the move, and Liverpool are potentially in for him as well. And then in the midfield, we're gonna have De Jong, Ruff. Who's that? Ruff Landers. Okay, and then Gravenberch, of course. I'm not sure if for Netherlands he plays as a number 6 or just one of the deepest midfielders in the Dutch team. And then front three, we're gonna have Mullen, Gakpo, and Somerville. Yeah, big contingent. The teams are in the tunnel, and I guess preparing to come on. Sorry, not even come back on, to come on. And then Japan's starting lineup. So big up my Japanese people. Them, don't mean to butcher any names, but you get what I'm saying. I didn't have any practice beforehand, but yeah, it is what it is. But big up the Japanese team. They're going for a similar one. Actually, they were doing a 3 at the back, so potentially we might see a back 5 when they're defending. But their formation is 3-4-2-1. Anyway, let's go through them. So in goal, we're gonna have Suzuki, and then defenders, Wanton B, Tianjiji, Ito, and Dan, spelled with a double D. That's gonna be, yeah, that's at the back basically. And then midfield 4. So the players are just coming out now. Japan in blue, Netherlands trusted, probably gonna be in their usual orange, but it's their orange. Yeah, the stadium is loaded and packed, man. No surprises. There's a lot of Netherlands contingent repping in this stadium, man. But anyway, so as we were, in the midfield, we're gonna have Sand, Kamada, Nakabara, and then front 3-2/1, Uday and Media obviously plays for Celtic, clinical this season, and then we have Kubo. But I think it's going to be the most advanced out of those 3 will be Udo. Yeah, number 16, I believe is going to be. Indeed, but the players are out now, just in the center circle with the world map, flags, Netherlands flags on the left, Japan flag on the right, looking set to rock and roll. Big up everyone locked in. Who's your money on? Who's got this? Is it going to be Netherlands or is it going to be Japan? Japan, they're no slouches, man. They're going to give Holland a good game. Netherlands anthem is just blaring out in the stadium right now. 1-2, 1-2. Can you hear me? So just getting a bit of report to saying they can't hear me too well. So let me just see if I can fix that. 1-2, 1-2. Monitors looks good. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. Yep. Looking good. Yeah, cool. So I think I need to put it a bit, closer to where I'm speaking from. But yeah, we're looking good, people. We're looking good. Netherlands anthem just blaring out in the stadium. Let's just say Netherlands are looking very orangey. Very, very orange. Just under 5 minutes left before kickoff. And I guess we're going to move to hear the Japanese national anthem, which will be blaring out through your speakers as we speak. Let me know, people, who's winning this. Is it going to be Japan or is it going to be Netherlands? This is Group F, of course, just in case you forgot. Yeah, some of the Japanese back staff room, they're really crying, man. Once in a lifetime occasion to represent your country, man. So I can't really fault them too much. Some people getting very emotional. So as the national anthems are blaring out, let's just read you a few fan facts of these two, where they've been, how they've been towards each other, that kind of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Switch. Yeah, players are just breaking out, gonna do the customary handshakes, and then we're gonna get the game kicking off. So, like I said before, starting 11 for Netherlands, Van der Breggen, Van Dijk, bad boy defender, Dumfries, Van Hijk, and Van der Ven. That's the back lineup. So goalkeeper plus 4 defenders, left back, right back, and then in the midfield we're gonna have De Jong, Reinders, and Gravenberch, and then in front of them is gonna be Malen, Gakpo, and Somerville. They're lining up in a 4-3-3. Yeah, cool, no problem. Let's move on to Mexico. Sorry, I'm about to say Mexico. Let's move on to Japan. They're lining up in a 3-4-2-1. I guess slightly defensive. I definitely know they're gonna go into a back five when Netherlands are trying to get something on them. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna definitely go into a back five. Number 13, who is Uda, and then number 10. Number 10 is Dan. Yep, they're gonna be tucking in basically to support the back three defenders. But anyway, let's go through them. So in goal, we're gonna have Suzuki, and then Wantanbe, and then Shago, and then Ito, Doan. In the midfield, packed midfield, should I say? Sano, Kamada, and Nakamura. And then the front three, with one with number 18, Uda being in the most advanced out of them. He's going to be heading the line basically. And then behind him, we're going to have Mida, and Kubo, however it's pronounced. Big up my Chinese folks. Big up everyone locked in. Big up my Japanese folks, of course. Didn't mean to say that. Meant to say Japanese, of course. I can tell the difference. I know the difference. Let me not land myself in hot water. You get what I'm saying? Slip of the tongue and that. But yeah, stadium looks packed. Stadium look good to go. Hoping for a good game. And Japan, tactically, they're usually excellent, man. Can't lie. Cannot lie at all. Yep, just confirmation with that. They're in a 3-4-2-1. Netherlands definitely a 4-3-3. Who knows? In defense, they might tack in as well and make it more compact, make it more defensive back. The stadium, not gonna lie, it looks like it's all Netherlands, man. All Netherlands. A few scattered blues here and there. Um, just showing pictures of the players. Van Dijk just popped up, but we're almost ready to go. It looks like Holland won the toss up. Sorry, Netherlands won the toss up, and here we go. Reinders will be taking the start, the kickoff, and Reinders just getting ready, waiting for the whistle. Referee just making sure the timing is ready to go. And here we go. Boom, we're up and underway. Who's winning this, people? Ball struck right up top. Netherlands. Yep, a lot of balls just in the air at the moment, but Japan immediately on the press. Mido just lost it there. Dumfries clears. Somerville looks to Gakpo on the top left. Gakpo tried to slide in. Mullen couldn't quite control it. A little bit of a scuffle going on between Van der Ven. De Jong collects. I guess he's going to be the deepest of the midfielders. Gravenberch looks like he's going to be a bit more advanced than the rest. Ball goes back. Van Dijk gives it all the way back to Van der Breggen. Yep. Team just feeding at each other. Holland just chilling on the ball. Van Dijk and Van Heck just passing it to each other back and forth. So far, so good. Japan are just deep in their shape. Yep, they're definitely gone into a back five in defense mode, while Holland are trying to pick out a pass. The ball sprayed out wide to the left-hand side to Gakpo. Gakpo cuts back on the inside as he always does for Liverpool, but ball goes wide again. Van Heck, Dumfries, Somerville drops in, gives it back to Van Heck. Yeah, Holland just controlling the ball at the moment, just keeping possession. Ball again, Gakpo deep in. Whoa, what a Mullen! He's cold, you know. He's received the ball back to goal, controlled it, and managed to actually spin the defender and got a shot off. And the keeper had to save. Bit of an unorthodox save from Suzuki, but he saved it. And Japan concede a corner ball. Corner to Holland, Netherlands, sorry. There is a difference, by the way. I explain later. Here we go. Bit of argy-bargy going on in the penalty area. Reinders takes it. Japan clear it, and it goes off for a throw on the far right-hand side. Guess Reinders is going to take it. Yeah, Suzuki is lucky, you know. That save was a bit, it's a bit dodgy. Could have gone anywhere how he saved it. But nonetheless, he saved it. No goal. Japan are still fully in it. Anyway, throw on quickly taken by Reinders. Now pulling it back to their ways. Somerville, Dumfries having a little shimmy. Oh, Mullen just fizzed it a bit too much for a return to Somerville. Somerville could not control that. The ball came at him at pace. There's no way he can control that. But goal kick to Japan. So far, so good. Suzuki takes the kick. 4 minutes 31 gone. Van Heck just headers the ball back. And away we go. Back again. It's interesting to note that Van der Ven, the Spurs centre back, he's actually playing a left back today. I guess they didn't want to go in a three in the back because that's too defensive, I guess, for them. So they decided to play three centre backs. Dumfries is the only right back, really. Anyway, little break forming here. Japan. God knows what Van der Ven is doing on the right hand side there, you know? That was, yeah, foul committed. So free kick for Japan. It was a foul on Kubo. Referee just marking out the distance. Here we go. Ref just making sure all the players, keep their hands to themselves, all that kind of stuff. No argy bargy in the box, please. Here we go. Ball put in. It's a bit deep. Ooh. Oh, it's offside. Yeah, it was a deep one. Deep to the back post. And the Japanese player was just, I guess, out of it. Offside. Headed it back. Could have had a chance, but it's neither here or there now. Goal kick to Netherlands. We're just showing the Japanese coach. Ball was struck towards Gakpo. He couldn't control it and miss headers, and it goes off for a throw-in to Japan on the right-hand side. So far, so good. How you doing out there, people? Let me send in your score predictions. Shout outs. How's your day been? How's your Sunday? Hope you're good over there. Ball fizzed up to Medea. Little bit of mistake there. Japan pressing. Kubo just miscontrolled there. Ball fizzed out towards the right hand side, but no one's there. Yeah, Kamada just overhit it and it goes for a goal kick to Holland, Netherlands. Ball blasted up top. Gakpo wins it, tries to header it on for Mellon, but didn't get to him. Ball continues, play continues. Throw on. Yeah, Van der Ven on the left hand side again. God knows why it ended up on the right earlier on. Maybe I think Dumfries was occupied, so I guess he came over to cover. De Jong to Dumfries, Dumfries to Van Heck, Van Heck to De Jong. Controls it, but is getting pressed by Mida. Japan in a nice shape. Back five, of course, keeping it defensively sound. Just watching Somerville's movement, he keeps dropping in, which I find it slightly odd. But then again, when he does that, Dumfries and Van der Ven push up and create that long the distance, literally hugging the byline. And Somerville just keeps dropping in time and time again. Interesting what's going on right now. Now Dumfries has come back to his usual position on the right hand side. Van Dijk tries to spray the ball out to the left hand side to Gakpo, but yeah, it wasn't good, so goes off for a throw in. Sorry, for a goal kick. The goal kick to Japan. Let me know, people, who's winning this. Shout out to the ones locked in. Remember, this is Group F. First game. Tunisia and Sweden will be playing later on in the early hours. I'll be knocked out, but yeah, we shall find out who's top of this. Anyway, little break forming for Japan. Ball out wide to the right hand side, but they slow it down. They didn't continue with the fast pace. I think they're just trying to just take the sting out slightly, get more control. But they're passing and moving the ball well. Ooh, unlucky. Mida nearly beat Dumfries there, but Dumfries got the ball nicely. Japan just probing, nice and slow. Ball sprayed in, but Van Dijk clears it, goes up top. Ball goes all the way back to Suzuki. One, two, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Yep, all good. Japan are really trying to test the Netherlands right now. A lot of movements throughout the pitch. They move with a purpose. Oh, unlucky there. Mida dummied it there, but De Jong was not having any of it. So, yeah, Reinders misplaced a pass there. Tried to catch the defender off on his inside, but what's his name? Gakpo wasn't on the same wavelength. Japan now in control, just passing back and forth. Netherlands really not trying to press them at all. They're just letting them have the ball. Netherlands have gone into a back five right now. Corner ball, a ball literally over the top. Dazen. Media done well there. Done well there, but it's interesting to see because Netherlands are going into a back five when they're defending. Anyway, corner ball to Japan. Looks like it's going to be 1-1 in that aspect. Ball goes in. Again, looking for the Japan's deepest man. Somerville tries to run out and press, but easily cut out. Japan again. They're just probing on this left hand side. Dumfries got unlucky. Ball was pinged in near post. Mida just couldn't get a clean enough hit on it. But that was a good ball, man. Van Heck was beaten. No, actually, it was Van Heck that blocked it. Mida came afterwards. Anyway, goal kick to Netherlands. Van Dijk smashes it up top, looking for Gakpo as per usual. Loses out on the header there, but they get a corner ball. Sorry, a throw in, sorry. Yeah, it's weird to see Van der Ven play as a left back, you know. Just getting used to it right now. Japan just pressing. Netherlands just hogging the ball, not doing much with it. Ball was fizzed up towards Gakpo, but he just couldn't control it. Got tackled. But is Netherlands throw? Van der Ven. Gakpo just lost it there. Couldn't control the ball. Again, there's a lot of fizzing going on. Ball in behind, but Dumfries couldn't make it. Throw on to Netherlands. Somerville quickly takes, finds Van Heck. Yep, ball. Everything is in Japan's half right now. Van Dijk, Van Heck, Van Dijk again. Out wide to Van der Ven. Van Dijk tried to fizz one through to Gakpo, but was cleaned out. Was intercepted, should we say? Nice ball fizzed in by Somerville, but it just couldn't make it connect. Japan on the break, ball pinged up top towards Mahido. Holland claiming a throw in, but it's definitely not theirs. Japan back in control. Hey, baby. Just saying hi to the wife and that. Come on. Japan back in control. Sorry, break on just performing here. Sorry. Got slightly distracted. Now just getting a message here to say I wasn't able to be heard properly. That's because I wasn't talking. I'm talking now, right? You can hear me? All good, all good. Anyway, ball all the way back in Japan's territory. Both teams are just cancelling each other out at the moment. Nothing clinical apart from that first chance that Milan created. Nothing's really happened. Gakpo, Van Heck out to Somerville on the right hand side. Van Heck out to De Jong. De Jong out wide to Gakpo, hugging the touchline as always. Cuts in. He didn't this time. He did a 1-2 pass, but just couldn't get it back from Van der Ven. Anyway, throw quickly taken by Van der Ven. Reinders finds De Jong. De Jong finds Somerville, who is slightly tucked in. Now Dumfries is the widest player. Gakpo, as usual. This guy is so textbook, man. Receive it on the wide, take a few touches, cut in. Textbook, man. If I was a defender, it would be so easy to defend against him, man. Because you always know what he's gonna do. His thing is to cut in at some point. So just keep tracking him. Just stick with him. You know he's gonna come on the inside at some point. Anyway, Holland trying to up the pressure here on Japan, but not really doing much as yet. That ball was fizzed into Reinders. Reinders couldn't control it, so Japan just slap it all the way back, and Van der Ven hits it straight back to the goalkeeper, Van der de Bruggen. Japan now in control, probing. 21 minutes gone, people. Well, nearly 25. Sorry, no, nearly 22, sorry. But it's still 0-0, no scorers, although Milan came very close. Solo effort, basically. Nice touch. Turned the defender and got his shot off. Keeper saved it, albeit in a very unorthodox style that could have gone anywhere, really. But we are back. Here we go. 22 and a half minutes. Water break. Only in America, people. Only in America. Hydration break, they call it. Apparently, it's for the players' welfare. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Ching, ching, show me the money. It's all about the money, man. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing in other unrelated news. Big up the Nova involved. Big up the Mandem. I'm hearing what's his name? Cucurella from Chelsea has gone to Real Madrid. 51 million or 47.5 million? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, Cucurella's gone to Real Madrid. Some would say it's a bargain. Big up Rishi. Chelsea, a rebuilding job going on there. I wonder how Xavier Alonso is going to do. But while we got a break on, let's just remind you of who is in this group. Obviously, the two we're watching now, Netherlands and Japan. And then we've got Sweden and Tunisia. I believe their game is going to be after this one, but later on in the early hours. I don't think I'm gonna be staying up for that. Got a long day this week, a lot of things going on, so I'm not gonna stay up for that, and I'll do other ones though. You get what I'm saying? There's plenty of games, man. This is the World Cup games back to back galore. So the big boys are still to come. Talking about your Portugals, your Spain, your France, um, Argentina. Them man, they haven't even played yet, but not far now, man. Not far now. Remember, there's 48 teams, so there's gonna be a lot of games to get through. Um, Something like 140 or something like that. 140 games. That's gonna be 12. Is it 12 groups? Hold on. Nah, not. Hold on. Let me just go back up. Yep, that's better. Yep. Play is about to resume. The water break, hydration break, advertising break is done and dusted, and we're back and underway. Here we go. They say it's designed for the players' welfare, but we all know it's all about the shmoney. It's all about the mullah, man. Throw on to Japan, of course. 25 minutes gone now. Remember, new rules. If the players take too long, longer than 5 seconds to take a throw on, possession is lost, and the other team has the advantage to take their throw on. But so far, I've only seen that what happened only once, and that was in the first game, I think. Mexico, I think it happened with them. Yeah, Mexico versus South Africa. 3 people sent off in that game, man. What a game. Anyway, match back underway. We're moving. Van der Heck stands up. Mido. And they retain possession. Japan just maintaining possession, passing back and forth, trying to stretch out Holland. But yeah, Holland definitely going into a back five whenever they're defending, man. And Japan are moving the ball very well. They're very well oiled and drilled. Ball fizzed in. Oh, just couldn't take the shot. Oh, unlucky. Nicely worked there. Yeah, shot just went sky high, leaning back. Gakpo wins a header. Try to set Milan. Didn't quite work out. Young out to Van der Ven. Van der Ven back to him. Yep. They're just probing at the moment, Holland. Nothing really much in it. Gakpo receives. Tries to do his usual, come in on the inside. Ball pinged in, but nobody can save that. Possession at the moment, predominantly with Holland, 62% to 37. Duels so far is 50-50, 24 each. Holland have lost the most possession in the middle third. Duel success, Holland have had more success. Aerial duels won, of course, is going to be Holland. Bigger guys, taller guys. But Japan are no jokes. No cards, no offsides yet. Corner, 1-1 each. Ball pinged in, looking for Dumfries. Dumfries headed it in, but it goes off for a goal kick. Is he onside? Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, he just couldn't direct the header back into the path for on running Gakpo, I think it was, coming in on the far post, far end. Play continues. Yeah, drop ball. Goal just hits the referee there. So, yep, drop ball. Play continues. Van der Ven sprays it out to the right hand side to Somerville. Somerville to Dumfries to De Jong. 30 minutes gone, people. Yeah, Holland are just literally camped out in the Japanese half. Japan are just low block, keeping their shape. 5 at the back, 4 in the middle, and 1 up top. Which doesn't bode well if there's a potential break on. They ain't really gonna have much numbers. But we will see. We will see. Battery running low. Nice ball in by Gakpo. Cross, but couldn't find anybody. I think he was aiming for Milan there. Gakpo tried to do his usual, but it wasn't happening this time, so retraces his steps and goes back. Ball out to the right hand side, Dumfries. Dumfries finds Milan. Milan loses out. And Japan try to go for a quick break, but they in turn lose it. Milan goes for a shot, blocked off. Corner ball to Netherlands. Yeah, it looks like Milan was going for a shot. It could have gone for a cross pass. Reinders will be taking the corner. Here we go. Reinders with the corner. Hands up. Boom. Goes in. Good header. Back again to Reinders. Throws it in again. This time Van der Ven headers it out for a goal kick. But good save by Suzuki, man. Point blank. Who headed that? Milan, yep. Milan headed that, and Suzuki. Comfortable save, really, but he bubbled. He bounced off him. So if there's a player there, could have been in trouble. Anyway, goal kick to Japan. Yep. Netherlands back to their usual, just probing, trying to find a way in. But Japan, they're keeping their shape very well, man. Tactically, they're solid. Can't fault them at all. Can't fault them at all. Free kick on the right hand side. Reinders is on it. Everyone's lined up on the 6 yard box. Reinders puts a nice ball in, but oh, is it Gravenberch? No, Gakpo just slips there. Couldn't make a clear contact. He was falling before he got to the ball, so he was never gonna keep that down. Ref is just waiting quickly for the Japanese player to tie his laces. Cameras are up in the heavens in this massive stadium. A lot of Japanese contingent repping as well, but not gonna lie, it's a sea of orange, man. It's interesting to note that the top tier, top side of the stadium's kind of is locked off. It's empty seats. The cameras are not trying to show it or anything like that, but yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Ticket sales, man. Some funny business going on as people knew. No, sorry. I'm gonna start doing some interesting things you may not know about the World Cup. Gonna try and drop one every day. Just a flavor of what's going on that you may not know. And it may not necessarily be about football itself, but it will be about football. I'm talking about shenanigans going on off the pitch, so outside of the actual games. But it will be football related. Come on, 90 plus XT. We talk ball. Van Dijk sprays the ball out to the right hand side, looking for Somerville. He just about controls it, takes on his man, turns back in, tries to ping the ball in, but it just couldn't. No left foot. Ball goes all the way back to Van der Bruggen. Van Dijk to Van Heck. Van Heck finds Gravenberch. He gives it back to Van Heck. Van Heck to Van Dijk. Yeah, Japan are very well drilled, man. When one starts pressing, they all press as a unit. So there's no gaps left, no spaces. Players can't run on behind them. They're very well drilled, man. Throw into Netherlands. Game continues. I've noticed as well that there's no way for Holland to go through in the middle of the park. They're just not allowing it. The gaps are tight. Positions are awesome. The Netherlands just cannot get through. I mean, they're just barely about able to get their crosses in as well. So Japan are doing well, man, weathering the storm. Not that there's been much storm, by the way. 39 minutes gone, still 0-0. Only clear chance was earlier. Milan turned his turned the defender and got his shot off, but the keeper Suzuki rose to the occasion and just blocked it off. Ball out wide to the right hand side. Dumfries had nowhere to go, so he goes back to use centre back pairing of Van Dijk and Van Heck. Reinders drops in, finds Van Heck. Van Heck to Gravenberch. Gravenberch turns back. Van Dijk try to ping a ball in, but they lose it. There's a break potential here. Right hand side, left hand side, Dubel nicely. Somerville got beaten good, nicely there, but ball cross was just it's offside actually. Nah, that wasn't offside. The ball just went off. Not sure what. I think the linesman got confused there. Anyway, goal kick up top. Gakpo wins the header, tried to set up Milan, but Milan was nowhere near the ball. Japan back in control. Netherlands retreat into their shape. Japan are just walking the ball, man. They're just chilling. They're not really trying to press Japan in their half at all while they're in possession. 41 minutes gone. Like Japan are not even trying, man. Literally every player for Holland is in their half just chilling, waiting for Japan to do something. Not strange, I suppose, but 5-4, they're literally doing the same thing Japan does to them. 5-4-1 when they're defending. Let's see if Japan unlocks something. A lot of movements all over the pitch. Look, nice ball in, controlled, shot. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Well, they broke through Holland. Something Holland hasn't been able to do properly, man. But that was good. That was good. De Bruyne was beaten, man. That was a good chance for Japan, man. Could have been one up. Could have been one up. Nakamura with that shot, by the way. Just outside the post. De Bruyne was struggling. Any nearer, any side, yeah, he wasn't. He was gonna get beat. But anyway, Japan back in control again, just fizzing the ball between themselves, left and right. Japan just De Jong just just crashed into Hugo, brought him down. But anyway, nice ball in, shot comes in, side netting, side netting. Oi, Japan are good, you know. A lot of nice little balls coming through over the top. Van Dijk was scrambling there, man. Van Dijk was scrambling. Luckily hit the side post. Depending where you're sitting, you might think that's a goal actually. But nope, it didn't go in. Still 0-0. 44 minutes gone. Just waiting to see how much half time will be added. Doesn't look like there will be much. De Jong nearly lost out. Yeah, it's going to be 3 minutes of added time. Yeah, 3 minutes of added time. Definitely wasn't. I'm surprised there's even 3 minutes because there wasn't really much stoppages at all, if any. Sorry, people. Tired from watching yesterday's game, man. Been doing all kinds of work today. Oh, that's a foul on Somerville. Gravenberch out to Gakpo. Gakpo turns back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven runs in. Gakpo and Milan. Milan pings it in, but nobody's there. De Jong pulls it back out. Somerville. No one to give it to. Gives it to Van Dijk on the left-hand side. Gakpo cuts in. Van Dijk to De Jong. Van Heck. Dumfries. Somerville tries to keep possession. He keeps possession. Nicely worked by Van Heck there to get a corner ball for Holland. I really feel this is the only way Holland are going to get something right now, you know. Other than a brilliant something, you know, individual, say from Milan, or a header coming in from the cross, from a corner. Because all of the Netherlands players are tall guys, man. But anyway, Randers puts the ball in. Nice header back. Suzuki got it covered calmly. Play continues. And that is half time. 0-0 Japan. Nothing amazing, people, other than Milan with his shot. As you can see from the stats. Let me just refresh that and go through it with you. But yeah, Netherlands 0, Japan 0. Nothing amazing, man. Not a good game of football at the moment. But yeah, 0 goals from both sides. Possession wise, all Netherlands, 69% to 30%. Well, if you want to be technical about it, 69.2% to Netherlands, 30.8% to Japan. Shots 5 Netherlands, 3 Japan. Crucially though, 3 of Netherlands have been on target, whereas the 3 of Japan, none of them are on target. Corners, um, Netherlands have had 3, Japan have only had 1. So yeah, it hasn't been an amazing game, people. I can't lie on that, man. It hasn't been amazing at all. Couple chances here and there. I think Japan have had the better chances overall. Overall, they've definitely had the better chances. Hopefully, hopefully there's better to come in the second half, because this first half, yeah, not feeling it too tough, man. Not too good at all, man. Yep, just making some adjustments. Let me know in the chat, people, man. Who's who's gonna win this? Is any team gonna win this? Might be a 0-0 thing, man. Which will be the first, because in all other games, one or both teams have scored. This surely can't be the first game that nobody scores. Surely not. But it's still early, man. Another whole 45 minutes left. Um, in the meantime, let's go through some. Let's go through some of the price craziness going on at the World Cup, man. I was gonna do a video on this, the ticketing situation. It's looking mad, as you can see here. Um, can't be surprised that not many people have gone to the games, because some of these prices are truly, 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 truly eye watering, man. Like, I saw some people who did get it, but where they're sitting, I think that their ticket price was like around $2,400, and all around them, all I can see was empty seats, man. But I'm gonna do a video on this, break it all down for you. Whoa! I just got distracted. Germany 7-1. Dark Kukia I know it's their debut on that, but they got smoked. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, gonna do a video on things you may or may not know about the World Cup. Some has already happened, some it's happening, some was before, some was after, and some was during. Just mini bite-sized videos, nothing major, nothing too intensive, just to let you know what's going on um, in and around the World Cup. But yeah, just watching the replays, guys. Yeah, Japan had the better chances, man. On another day, Holland might be behind, especially that last chance, man. The one that hit the net. So just listen to what Clarence Seedorf, Netherlands legend, of course, just breaking down the first half, what worked, what didn't work. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, let me know in the chat, people, what's going on. Did anyone watch the Germany game? I only watched it when it was 2-1. Then I had to fly off and do some work. So I only watched the first half, which ended, I think, no, it was 3-1. by the time I stopped watching it. But Germany, they were on fire, man. Can't even lie. But then again, this is a small nation. De- de- Debutants in the World Cup. Rukia, it was sad. It was sad, man. 7-0, 7-1 something is a madness. I got excited, when they scored, when they made it 1-1, but it just didn't work out at all, man. Didn't work out. Interesting to know who the scorers were. Let me see if I can get that up while we wait for the second half to start. Where is it? Germany. Wonder if we've seen our first hat trick yet. Let me know in the chat. Did you watch the game? Um, just refreshing my screen and that. But that was an emphatic win by them, man. Mm-mm-mm. 7 goals. Just trying to see the goal scorers. Where are they at, man? Okay, Havertz scored a penalty. 88 minutes. And Dove scored 78th minute. And then further down, substitutions. Brown scored in the 68th minute. Nathan Brown, to be precise. Who else scored? This in the second half, by the way. And then, Musiala scored in the second half as well to make it 4-1 at the time. And Kai Havertz scored as well just before the end of the first half. Yeah, I believe that was the pen, was it? Slotterback. Yep, I knew that one. Yeah, that's where I'd stopped watching, people. And the goal for Kurikie. Never pronounced them properly, but yeah, Lavano, he scored that one to make it 1-1, and the first goal was obviously by Mucha, Felix Mucha to be precise. He scored in the 6th minute, early doors. You get what I'm saying? But big up to the debutants. They ran it back. They made it 1-1. But after that, yeah, it was dark. Very, very dark. But yeah, what's going on here? Mm-mm-mm. Boom, boom, bum. Adverts still running, people. Second half will be starting shortly. Looks like they're heavily watering the pitch. Groundsmen are doing their thing, their forks out. Chop, 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 chop. US obviously beat Paraguay 4-1. That's not a surprise. Next game for US is going to be against Australia. That would be a tasty one because Australia, they're not a joke. They will be on things, man. Mm-mm-mm. Second half is imminent. Just gonna let you know if there's any changes, which I doubt. Well, I don't think there will be, but you never know. Mm-mm-mm. 1-2, 1-2. Liverpool needs to do some business, man. If you didn't know, obviously Liverpool's my team, club team. Yep, just waiting for the first half to. Sorry, people. I'm still here. 1-2, 1-2. Yep, microphone check. I am still here. Second half is minute. I'm hoping it's not more of the second half, because the first half wasn't saying much at all. It wasn't a good game of football at all, man. Not like what we seen earlier, like Germany, even US, they done well. Brazil, Brazil versus Morocco. That was a good game. A good game. Enjoyed that. A lot of individual battles, right, left, and center. Nearly there, people. Nearly there. I think last bit of adverts just running, coming through. Boom, boom, boom. Players just coming out of the tunnel now, getting ready for the second half. Second half is imminent. What's going on? Yep. And second half, we're up and underway. Let's go. Please, please, please let. It needs to be a better half, man. It needs to be a better half. One of these man needs to score, man. We can't have a 0-0, not in the World Cup. Who wants it, man? Who wants it more? Anyway, it's looking like more of the same. No, Somerville possibly through. No, he goes about bit too wide, puts a ball in behind Gakpo. Gakpo couldn't do nothing about it. Okay, some nice intentions by Holland. Nice intentions straight off the bat. Gravenberch turns back in. Don't know what he was doing there. Could have had a shot, but he wins the ball. Somerville dribbling nicely there. Gravenberch tried to put a ball in, misses out. Japan tried to go for a break, but it doesn't work out. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Gakpo received the ball very deep. Yeah, no cutting in there, mate. Japan just holding their deep line. Ball fizz across the. Oh, Gravenberch fizzed a nice ball in though. If Gakpo maybe or Milan threw their head at that, but could have gone anywhere, man. But both of them didn't. Yeah, Randers and yeah, not on the same wavelength, man. Go on to Japan on this right hand side. Yep, in attack, and then 4-3 at the back. Sorry, ball pinged up to the left hand side, but I think it's out for throwing to Netherlands. Throw in, headed on. Milan is battling, but got cleared off before he can take control of it. Throw in. Yeah, it's starting to be just like the first half, man. KG, you think a team is gonna do something, but they don't really do anything. Looks like we're back in that same territory, man. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, put it through the mixer, Holland. Van Dijk just probing. Gakpo one on one. Got a foul. Not sure about that, ref. Not sure about that. What is the defender supposed to do, man? What is he supposed to do? Anyway, free kick to Holland on the left hand side, right hand side of Suzuki. 50 minutes gone. Will Holland make Japan pay for that? I don't think it was a free kick because Gakpo essentially just ran into the number 10 player, whose name will come back to me shortly. Dion. Looks like, yep, Van der Vaart. Oh, I looked down to see the name and boom, goal. Van Dijk. Finally, finally, goal. I literally looked away for seconds, and boom, goal comes in. Always the case. Holland 1-up. Or are they going to check? Potential something. Go in, out, goes out. Van der Ven crossed in. No, Van Dijk is on. No, Van Dijk is onside. From where I can see, he's definitely onside. Nice header, man. One of them guided ones, and he watched it all the way. Suzuki. I don't know why Suzuki pulled his hand away, man. Could he have got a hand to it? Not sure, not sure. But solid goal, man. Game on, man. Japan, you have to come outside now, bro. You have to come outside. Definitely, yep. It's a goal. No ifs about it. So it continues. There will be no 0-0 in this game, in this World Cup so far. Every game so far has had a goal. Yep, yep. They're just showing the onside, offside, 100% onside Van Dijk. Japanese players were asking. I told you earlier, didn't I? I told you if any goals were going to come, it's going to be a header from a set piece because Holland are not breaking down Japan because these men they're very well drilled. They're pressing numbers. They they're tight, compact, and they just don't give away useless possessions for you to run into or to go into, especially when they're in defense. And equally, Holland were doing the same thing. They were tight as well, compact, very hard to break down, low block. You know, usual thing. Make let a team try and break you down is very hard. So the only other anomaly here is Holland have the big men. They have the taller players, stronger players. Put the ball in the air, the Japanese players are going to struggle to try and battle with the Holland players. But anyway, 1-0 to Holland, 51 minutes. Van Dijk, Captain Van Dijk, shall I say, captain for Netherlands, captain for Liverpool, of course. But yeah, Japan have to come outside now, man. They have to play. Ball one nice and high, but Japan break it down. Game on, people. Game on. Let's go. We want goals, man. Throw on Van der Ven to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, De Jong, Somerville, Dumfries. So far, so good. Van der Ven piling in, trying to do one of his marvelous runs, but it ain't happening here, man. Japan, I'm not gonna have it. Van Dijk just chilling on the ball, man. Japan are camped out in their half, all men behind the ball, low block thing. 5-4-1, pressing hard. Not sure they should have done that. They've done what they normally don't do. One man ran out and the others didn't follow. So, but Holland don't take advantage. They don't get the ball back and try and move it fast. In doing that, Japan get back in their shape. Dumfries try to ping one over. He does. Somerville gets in. Oh, ball behind Milan. And I believe, is it a corner ball? Yeah, Somerville had the defender, man. Ball over the top. Fires it back to Milan, but defender was there before Milan. And he puts it out for a corner ball. Nice ball, man. Holland are starting to play now, people. Maybe we will see more goals. But Bragan just blasted the ball out. But don't, like I said earlier, Japan have to come outside, man. Ball fizzed in. Oh, miss hit there. Ball goes out wide, left hand side. Japan in and in behind again by the byline. Bit of too much space there. Ball hits. Oh, what a goal! Nakamura, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. Nakamura, take a bow. Verbruggen, I think, got completely baffled there, but I'm sure there's a diversion. I'm sure he hit a Holland player, a Netherlands player before going in. It's onside. Just watching the replay. Nakamura. Ooh, yeah, he's onside. It doesn't matter because Van der Ven is playing everyone on. Yep, he was playing everyone on, man. Good goal. Game on, man. Game on. I did say Japan have to come outside and play. They have. 57 minute was the goal. 1-1, people. Let's go. Let's go. Come outside. Nakamura. Yeah, Van der Ven was playing everybody on side there. Had it not, there was a player right in the line of the goalkeeper. And as you know, you've seen it many times. When that happens, usually goals get chalked off. But it wasn't offside, so it doesn't matter, I suppose. But then again, I've seen it at times where it didn't matter that the player was on or offside, as long as you're in line of the goalkeeper. Throw on to Holland on the deep in the right hand side, deep in the Japan area of the pitch. A little argy bargy going on. Japan was trying to do a little break on here, but as usual, they haven't got the. They got a corner ball. Yep, corner ball to Holland, Netherlands. So forgive me, people. I use Holland and Netherlands interchangeably. Obviously, we both know it's the orange country. You know what I'm saying? Holland, Netherlands. but I know there's a definition difference between the two. Anyway, corner ball. Reinders pings it in. Little argy bargy. Potential break right now. Japan out in numbers. Japan right hand side. He turns on the inside. Oh, got fouled by Somerville. That's the first yellow card of the game. Somerville. I don't think he meant that, but yeah, he did. He turned back so fast, but yeah, he turned back so fast. The momentum of just yeah. But yeah, 1-1, game on, 61 minutes gone. Free kick, 30, 40 yards away from the goal. Ball pinged in, headed away by Van Heck there. Ball comes back outside. Japan still controlling it. Ball pinged in, but nobody's in. Tap it in. Collision there. Somerville with Kugo, sorry. And Kugo just barged into him and just took him out. Yeah, there's no. Sorry, they're just showing the replay of that goal, Nakamura goal. Mida didn't actually touch it. I know he moved his legs, whatever, but he didn't touch it at all. I thought there was a little deflection, but there wasn't. Anyway, goal kick, and we continue. Throw on to Netherlands. Van der Ven quickly takes it. Yeah, it's just so weird. Holland's shape, I just can't get used to it because I'm not sure 100% if Van der Ven is a left back or is a wing back. Oh, what a goal, Somerville! Somerville, what a goal! Straight out of the toolbook of Gakpo. On the outside, cutting on the left. Gakpo cuts in on the right, but he cut in on the left. Blam. And earlier on, I was saying Somerville don't have a left foot, you know. But anyway, 2-0 to Holland. And away we go. Japan, you done it to yourselves, man. Here we go again. Yeah, you actually got a left foot in off the post, by the way. Just curved it nicely round the keeper and the defenders. Suzuki had no chance. Beautiful goal, man. One of them curlers. Yeah, outside penalty area, takes on his man, drops the shoulder even. Bam. Nice goal, man. Nice goal. Game's finally opening up. 64 minutes was the goal time, I believe. Somerville, welcome to the World Cup. You have arrived. Over to you, Japan. So just updating my score thing below there. You should see it updated shortly in seconds. And bam. Come on. Yep, there we go. Game is proper opened up. 65 minutes gone, people. 2-1 to Holland. Holland win the ball back. I think he's offside. Yep, he's offside. Gakpo. He's still playing on though. Don't think he's heard. Yeah, we're still playing on. I saw the linesman put his flag up. Well, I was calling for him to put his flag up because there's no way Gakpo was onside. No way. Yep. Replay clearly shows. Offside all day long. Mida's been taken off. Ito. No, Ito's staying on. Japan just made a substitution, I believe. Suzuki takes a free kick. Blasts it up top. No Japanese player was winning that header. But Japan are pressing. Ooh, what a shot! Ooh, Kubo. Oi, if that went in, that would be the goal of the tournament so far. Cooper let that rip. Verbruggen was scrambling. Here we go again. Water break, people. Commercialization of football. That is worse. Hugo, man, what a banger. If that went in, that would have been goal of the World Cup so far. What a wonderful strike, man. You know them ones where you want it to go in. You're just praying it just nestles behind the back of the net. That are just slightly too high. Verbruggen didn't even really have to do anything, to be honest. But when he left his boot, the way it just flew towards the top left, top bins, oof, that would have been goal of the tournament because it was out of nowhere. Nobody, I think, was even expecting it because the Japanese players, they were all outnumbered. You get what I'm saying? There was like 4 Netherlands players, and there was only 2 Japanese players, and they weren't gonna be able to beat those 4 defenders, man. No way. And Holland were in a nice shape as well. Dumfries on the right, Van Dijk, Van Heck, and then on the left hand side was Van der Ven. So there's no way they were gonna beat those 2 on 4, man. No way. So he thought, you know what? Blam! Have some of this. Nearly got it as well. That would have been interesting if it'd gone in. But water break, people, so can't really report much on that and just talk about what has happened. But 2-1, Netherlands are leading. Van Dijk with the first goal. Somerville followed later on the 64th minute. And that was just before Nakamura at 57 minutes, second half, made it 1-1 at the time. But yeah, the game is on, man. It's cooking. It's cooking. So it continues. There will be no 0-0 games in this World Cup thus far. And this is Group F. Group A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, there's going to be another game later on in Group F, but I'll be in bed. I'm not going to be able to do that one, people. But I'll find out tomorrow the scores. But substitution on right now. Looks like Milan is going off for Netherlands. Big up him. He did his thing, man. And it looks like Memphis Depay is coming on. What? 3 substitutions are coming on for Holland. Sorry, Netherlands. First one, Memphis Depay. Obviously, he's going straight up top. And it looks like Somerville's going off. Okay, fair enough. Timber is coming on. The brother of the other Timber, can't remember their first names, but the other Timber of Arsenal. And then who's the other guy? Depav has come on. So 3 substitutions for Holland, 70th minute gone. Let's see what happens. But there is a defensive one in there. Yeah, Timber. I'm sure he's a defender. But Memphis Depay is definitely a striker. He's definitely going to be up top. So says Sudan. Depav goes on the right hand side. Ball won high by Dumfries. Depav tries to no. Yeah, he loses it there. Memphis Depay. Yeah, trying to see their shape here, people. See what they're playing in. Don't know if it's a two up top for Holland or it's still gonna be the same. Yeah, Dumfries was a bit naughty on that. Is it Kubo? Yeah, yeah, he fouled Kubo. Ref, why is he coming off? I'm not sure why he should be coming off. He didn't get medical treatment. Usually players only come off if they've had treatment. I don't think Kubo had treatment. Nonetheless, game continues. Japan with 10 men. Holland just probing right now. 72 minutes. Ball pinged up top. Okay, Gakpo, can he make this one? If he makes it, he could be in here. Takes on his player, cuts in, shoots, looking for that near side. Suzuki was onto it. He said, Gakpo, no, no, no. I think he's onside. But play goes on. If that had gone in there, they would have to check. But I think he was onside. Gakpo did the textbook cut in, let a shot off. Anyway, Memphis Depay. Remember, Japan are still playing with 10 men, you know. Ball in. Van Heck got to that, but no power on the header, so Suzuki just claimed it nicely. Game continues. The Japanese player is still getting treatment, you know. They're still playing with 10. Very odd. Very odd. And it doesn't even look like the Japanese players are readying a player. Or they're not getting a player to come on for him. He's getting some serious physio. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ball nicely worked. Ooh, blocked. Corner ball. Van der Ven a bit, bit naughty there. He's on side just about. Yeah, Van der Ven, he took a chance there, you know. But it looks like we're gonna get a substitution. Come on, for Japan. Finally. They're lucky Netherlands didn't stick it on them, man. Yeah. Watanabe is gone off. Kubo is gone off. One comes on Tomiyasu, ex-Arsenal player, of course. Yeah, Kubo's gone off, man. He's been their best player. Anyway, corner ball to Japan. Game continues. 75 minutes gone. Ball in. Way too much on it. Goes out for a goal kick. And we continue. Van der Braggen out to Van Heck. Gravenberch drives. Memphis Depay. Gakpo. Gakpo pings the ball in. Ooh. Diprov nearly got to it, but Suzuki quickly on the ball just to kill everything off and stop any positivity for Holland. And he just blasts it up top. Van Dijk headers, tries to clear it. They win the ball. No, Gravenberch. Not a foul. Play continues. Japan just hold up on the ball. The Prav was getting pulled. Referee, rightly so, played advantage. Japan are trying, man. Big up them. They haven't just gone into their shell and let Netherlands just come at them, man. They're working the ball nicely, passing it left, right, in the middle, and then back out far wide. The right back gets all the way up there. Ball in, but too much on it, and it goes right across. Oh, they make it though. Throw on. Game continues. Throw on quickly taken. Far left hand side. This Timber looks like a midfield player. He's not a defender like I first thought. Obviously, I'm thinking of the Arsenal Timber, who is a defender, a right back to be exact. But this Timber for Holland is somewhere in the midfield. I'm still yet to quite work out whereabouts in the midfield. I think it's in the middle. Sorry, they're just showing crowd pictures. Japanese players. Ball in. Japan. Moving quickly. Come on, Japan. Move up. Step up. Let's go. 2-1. But in attack, they're definitely 3. Ooh, that was a foul, ref. No? No, not given. I thought that was a foul. Verbruggen smashes the ball up top, but Japan win it back. Throw onto them, far side. They quickly take it. They're not trying to waste time, man. Japan, big up them, man. They're trying to get back into the game. 79 minutes gone. Ball fizzed in, nicely ricocheted back. Pass it back. Oh, but it was falling. Oh, unlucky. Shot on target. That was nicely worked, man. Could have been a second, but it just doesn't happen. Yeah, Holland tried to work something out there, but it didn't work out. But Japan, yeah, big up Japan, man. They're on it. They're doing their thing. Possession, making it count. They're not just passing it for the sake of it. One or two sideways passes, but then they fizz one into the middle of the park or over the top. They're gonna get one, man. Hard work always pays off in the end. especially in football games, man. And if teams just sit back and invite trouble, yep, trouble's gonna come, man. Trouble will come, no doubt about it. Yeah, just unluckily, lucky. Sorry, I'm just watching the replay was just being run of that strike. Unlucky, man. Looks like substitution will be made. Ake is coming. Akanji is coming on. Gravenberch is coming off. Very defensive. Yeah, Gravenberch is off. Ake is coming on. Let's see what the shape is. Probably still going to be relatively the same, to be honest. Yep, still relatively the same as before. Yeah, still the shape is still the same, people. Nothing changed. What's good, people? Let me know. Is it gonna stay like this? Japan gonna pull it back? Maybe an equalizer, 2-2 in the end. Potential break was about to happen, but nope, cut out for Holland. By the way, why do I keep saying Holland? Netherlands. You know who I mean, man. The orange team. Japan trying to fashion a potential equalizer here. This player is fast. Ito is fast, you know. From a standing position, Ito is fast. No messing about. Explosive. Ball in, cut out by Van Dijk. Memphis Depay was a bit naughty there, man. You know when you jump, you pretend not to look at the player, and then you give him one of these. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He looked at him. That's naughty, man. That's a bit naughty, man. This could be a red card, man. Surely, no? Memphis, what are you doing, bro? You're lucky VAR don't check that, you know. That was very, very naughty. Looked at the player and gave him one of these. I'm surprised VAR haven't looked at that, man. Those are the kind of challenges you want rooted out of the game, man, because there's no need for that. Absolutely no need for that. Just injure a player for no real reason. Anyway, the free kick didn't come to fruition, come to nothing. Free kick awarded to De Jong. De Jong is trying it, you know. Gakpo is off. Burberry is coming on. Burberry, he's a problem, man. Robbie is a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, a little bit mixed up there between Verbruggen and Van Dijk. Japanese player nearly capitalized on it. But yeah, as I was saying, Robbie is a problem. If he gets a chance, these Japanese defenders, they're gonna, yeah. Look at that already, but there's nobody there, so bear with people. Camera battery is just died. So I might have to switch it up. Just bear with me, people. I hope you can still hear me though. 1 2 1 2. Hope you can hear me. Bear with, man. Imagine that. Didn't charge the battery properly. All back in. Internet not working. 1 2 1 2. Yep, that's better. Hope you can see me clearly. Camera a little bit messed up there, but we're back in. A little bit delayed, isn't it? I wonder why. Yeah, bear with, people. Let me sort this out. I got batteries, man. I got batteries. This is what happens. Live broadcasting, man. Things like these happen. You get me? Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, where yo, where yo. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Always delays on this camera, man, for some reason. So I'm not gonna use it. Ball fizzed in. Japan probing on that 6-yard area. Ito. Love this player, man, for Japan. Very direct. Van der Ven does not like it in any shape or form. I think he's trying to ask for help from Memphis Depay to track back and help him out. Bear with me, people. I'm here. You can hear me. You should be able to hear me while I do some swapsies of this camera. Bear with. I'm going to be back. Dumfries just made a last-minute Dutch ditch defending there. Corner ball to Japan. Ooh, goal. Japan just scored. What a goal. What a goal. Header. Never saw that coming. A headed goal from Japan, you know. Come on, get in there. Game on. Game fully on. Let's go. Bear with me, people. I'm just switching cameras. I'm still here. I am still here. Boom, boom, boom. What a goal. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Just need to reset up and come back strong. Bear with, people. I'm still here. I'm still here. Battery ran out back. What a bullet header. Bullet header. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some swapsies now. Just gonna go dark for a bit. Bear with me, people. It's 2-2. Don't worry, I'm gonna update in a little bit. Bear with. Let me just switch the camera again. Yellow card to Van der Ven. Yep, I'm back in action. Yep, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, bear with people. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Okay, I think we're back as we were before. Sorry, apologies. But yeah, 2-2. Bullet header. Trying to even think who the hell headed that. I was in the mix of trying to. Oh, that's the second goal now. That's gone in when I've been busy trying to sort out this stream because the camera just died on me out of the blue. Luckily, I had a spare camera, fully charged and ready to rock and roll. But nonetheless, 2-2 is the score. Bear with me as an update. So you're slightly delayed in terms of getting the actual score. It's 2-2, people. Don't let what you're seeing fool you. I'm gonna update in a little bit. Just had to sort out the camera, yeah? Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. It happened so fast. I don't even know who the scorer is. So I'm just gonna do 2-0 and I'll update the scorer. Tell me it was Ito. Tell me it was Ito. Then let me go and check. But yeah, game on, people. Game is definitely on. 2-2. 91 minutes gone. 6 minutes at a time. No, it's Kamada. Kamada scored. Big up him. Bullet header, man. Let me update for that. But Holland are probing. They're probing. Kamada on the 68th minute. 68 minutes. Kamada. Header in. No. The Pav just couldn't control that. Yep. 2-2. Bullet header, man. Bullet header. No saving that. Japan, I told you that they're not. They're, pardon me. They're definitely a force to be reckoned with. Can't count them out at all. At all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is there gonna be another goal in this? Is there gonna be another goal in this? Ball fizzed in. That goes to Suzuki. He falls on it. I guess they're trying to play for that full-time whistle, man. 2-2. Japan, big up them, man. They did not let the game run away from them at all. They were defensively solid when they had to be, and they took their chances. Anyway, Holland back on the attack. Ake pings the ball in towards the pie, but cut off. Kamado pings it up top, but there's nobody's there. All the teams, all the players are deep in the Japan half now. Van Dijk slowly brings out the ball. He's not trying to move it that fast, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me if they want to draw as well. Obviously, they just don't want to lose, but a draw is not bad. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Since Ake's come on, Van der Ven is definitely playing he's playing a wing back because Ake is on the left. Yeah, when Holland are attacking, they go into a back three with Van der Ven on the left as a wing back, and Dumfries doing the same on the right. Ball goes all the way back to Verbruggen. He gives it to Van Dijk. Less than 1 minute left now, people. Ball pinged in. 0-0. Sorry, 2-2. Nicely controlled by Memphis. He palms it off, tries to ping it in, but nobody's there. Van der Ven scrambles for it, trying to keep it on. Is he going to keep it on? Yep, he keeps it on. Looking for a player to pass to. Passes it on the inside to Memphis. Memphis tried to fashion something, just not working. Potential break on here. Kamada, Ito. Ito just lays it back. Yeah, Japan, I think, are just going to chill on this. They're just taking their time. Yeah, Netherlands are not even pressing or nothing. I think, yeah, they're going to finish it there. Yep. Full time, 2-2. Boring game at first, but it definitely opened up. It definitely, yeah, Somerville does not look happy. I guess he thought he scored the winner. Evidently not. Big up Japan. They came back into this. They were not having any of it. They were not going to lay it down, man. Big up them. But yeah, good game in the end. Boring at times, as a lot of football games are, but that's the full time. 2-2. Japan and Netherlands share the spoils. On to the next. We'll find out tomorrow because me personally, I'm going to bed. You get what I'm saying? So big up. We'll do this again very soon. Just keep an eye on the channel. Obviously, do the usual: like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Code should appear. Yep, there's the code right there. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit your notification bell, put that on, and we'll do this more often as and when. Obviously, get involved. Give me your messages, shout outs, whatever you want to do. Let me know where you're watching from around the world too. You get what I'm saying? But we'll do it all again very, very soon. When I say very, very soon, I mean tomorrow, basically. I don't know which game I'm gonna do yet. It just depends what what I've got planned. It depends what time the games are. I haven't looked that far ahead in the future because tomorrow's not a promise. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's been great as usual. Big up everyone locked in. Until next time, peace.